Daar's hy. Here we are. This is our Bible reading time. Our time to study the Bible. And we are busy with Laat my lammers wei. We are already at chapter 42, if I'm not mistaken. And we have traveled all from the beginning of the Bible thus far. So we are now going to start reading the prophets in the Bible. We read how Israel was in exile, how they came out. We'll read a little bit about it now, but the point I want to make is somewhere between these happenings and the coming of Jesus Christ, there's not a lot done or said of the time, except for a few things which we will page through now. But let's just page back a little bit to say that let's start from the return from exile, and then we'll take it like a couple of steps up to the birth of Jesus Christ. So remember King Nebuchadnezzar? He took the people from Judah, from Jerusalem, to Babylon. And that was Daniel and his people and all those kings. They went there because they were disobedient. God sent them to exile. Later, when King Cyrus came into power, he was also called Kores. Maybe you'll hear about Kores sometimes. When he took Persia over, he gave the Jews permission to go back and to return to their own country. They rebuilt the temple. He sent Nehemiah to help to build the walls. And after this time, when they had the city, completed city, and the people lived like a normal life, they never worshipped false idols again. What also happened is that many of the Jews were in Babylon and in Persia, in other cities and states away from Jerusalem, but many of them didn't want to go back. They lived in many different cities, and they became known as the Jews in dispersion. So they lived there, their normal lives, they were allowed to live there. They built their synagogues or had places where they got together every Sabbath in their synagogues to listen to the law of Moses. So they were God-fearing people, so to speak. And they listened to the words of the prophets, etc. The last prophet was Malachi. This is now the last prophet before the New Testament, the last prophet in the Old Testament. He preached while Ezra and Nehemiah were leading the people. So during the time when they rebuilt the city, the temple, the walls, the city, and during that time, Malachi preached. He warned the people about their sins. But he ended the Old Testament with a wonderful promise. We also read that in some of the other prophets. The promise that the Messiah would come. The Messiah who will save them from everybody and everything. But about 300 or so years before Christ was born, a very famous leader named Alexander the Great conquered the Persians. And he began to rule over the land of the Jews as well. So Judah, Jerusalem. When he died, his empire was split, and eventually, so we just have to take note of Alexander the Great, and eventually a king named Antiochus IV took control. He was a very mean king, and he tried to not to destroy the Jews, but the Jewish religion. He took idols and put them in the synagogues and the temples. And he even burned copies of their Bible, the Torah. So the Jews decided that they have to fight back. there was a priest named Mattathias and his 5 sons, and they led a revolt against the cruel king. His son, Judas, was nicknamed Maccab, or Maccab, which means the hammer. Because of their bravery, the Jews eventually won their freedom, and they were able to rule themselves again, at least for a little while. They went back and stayed in Judah, in the city Jerusalem. Just before the birth of Christ, the Romans marched into Jerusalem. So this is the time of Jesus. The Romans were in power. They marched into Jerusalem and took control. Later, a man named Herod became the king. He was a very cruel and jealous person. He was so mean that he even had members of his own family killed if they disobeyed him. However, he also wanted to be remembered for something great, so he rebuilt the temple. He turned it into a magnificent building made of white marble and decorated with beautiful gold and silver. So not all was bad. So that is the last part to remember before the New Testament starts. So that was the end of the Old Testament, with the Romans taking over Jerusalem. Well, not only Israel or Judah, but many other parts of the world they took over. But they also marched into Jerusalem and took over Jerusalem. And the wonderful thing is, they rebuilt the temple. But Herod, we'll read about him in the New Testament, was not a good guy. I think that's it for today. We'll read some more tomorrow. So we're running through the history of the Bible. But we must always be careful to read and to see God and how God works with his people when we read through the history. It's not just history. It is God's word in which he wants us to learn something. We always have to ask, what did I get out of what I read today or heard today? Is there something in there that I need to adapt or adopt, so to speak, that can make my life better and bring me closer to God? So there are many lessons we can learn in the Old Testament. And hopefully we have learned a few. And right, so you must sleep tight. Remember, Open Omer love you too. And tomorrow, God willing, we'll go further with the birth of Jesus, I think, starting the New Testament. Okay. Sleep tight. Love you too. Ciao, ciao.